We're here at IUPUIJags.com with head women's swimming and diving coach Matt Boss. And coach, you returned a majority of your roster from last year's second place team at the Summit League Championships on the women's side. However, you did lose one of your top swimmers in Lizzie. Just talk about what you're looking to get out of your returners to replace all those points that she racked up for you at the conference championships.
I think we're still at a point where we're looking for improvement from everybody. I think last year we kind of caught some people by surprise, and maybe ourselves a little bit as far as grabbing that runner-up spot. I mean, we went in and we had a good year and went into the championship meetings and just swam extremely well. But for us, we're still growing our athletes. I think we're not anywhere near their potential, so we're still talking to the returners as though we have a lot to accomplish still, and that there's still a long way they can go. So I think that we lost Lizzie, which was a huge loss as far as we look at the overall points. But we've got some people coming who can we think kind of fill in those points, and from those returners, I think as we see them continue to improve, we're going to obviously see increased production for them.
Out of those returners, you did, like you said, you had some people step up last year. Just talk about the progression they made throughout the summer, and maybe some people we should look out for from that group coming up this year.
Yeah, we had a lot of people make huge improvements last spring and into the summer, which we know obviously that's one of the big factors in kids continuing to improve in our sport. So this fall we're off to the best start we've ever been off to as far as training goes. Lexi Laird, Jenny Alexiak, they're probably our two key swimmers who are returning, who get put in really good springs, really good summers, who've now going into their junior year have seen some continuing improvement from freshman to sophomore year, and we really think that this year, that their third year now having been in the program, is going to be where they honestly see their biggest improvements and make their biggest impact. So we're kind of excited to see where they can take us.
You mentioned the returners. You also have a really solid group of 6 freshmen coming in. Just talk about this freshman class and what excites you about this group.
I think they've come in ready to go. Again, they've kind of bought into our training and the culture that we have in the pool as far as training, in the weight room on a daily basis as far as training. So they've kind of been able to come in and adapt right away, and we think they're going to kind of be able to step up and be able to contribute immediately. We think there's going to be a group of them that are going to grab relay spots immediately. So they've come in and they're ready to go and ready to contribute right off the bat. Similar
to the men's side, you hired an assistant coach on the women's side, and Stephanie Palmieri. Just talk about her and what she's brought to the program so far.
Stephanie's come in ready to go. She's well organized. I think she has a good idea of what it's going to take to keep moving this program forward, and I think this was something that she was really looking forward to doing, is coming here and help build our culture as we've kind of only a couple years into it here. So she's been able to come in and kind of help me as far as recruiting goes and continue that and bringing in quality athletes who are going to be interested in swimming here and can make an impact right away. At the same time, I think she's got that experience and been to some big meets at the D2 level that are going to help translate into getting our kids ready to perform at some of our bigger competitions.
Similar to the men again, women's team picked to finish in a tie for second in the Summit League. Just talk about what it's going to take again for this group to not only finish in the top 2, but challenge for that top spot in the Summit League.
Again, I think it comes down to continued improvement. I think we're picked to finish second, which I think was with the depth of the women's side in our conference was nice to be picked there. Now it's going to be a whole lot, I think, different going into the meet and trying to finish in that spot again. So pretty tight when you look at the top 2 or 3 teams in the conference. I think Denver's definitely still probably a cut above everybody else, but there's probably really 3 or 4 teams now that I think could grab that second spot. So it's going to come down to continuing to improve, at the same time going to the meet again, and when it's all on the line, being able to step up and perform on that biggest stage for us, and that's something we've been able to do, and that we need to continue to do if we want to kind of stay in that position and then try to move forward.
Again, similar to the men, who have quite a few meets at home and just capped off by the Summit League championships. Talk about what it means to be able to swim at the IUPUI Natatorium at home in front of the fans, and what fans can expect when they come out to a meet at the Nat this year.
Well, we feel we have one of the best pools in the nation, and it's always fun to get in a pool where the athletes step in there and feel like the pool is a fast pool, and that they're going to be able to put up a good time. And then as far as the atmosphere goes in there, we try to do some things where we have got some the ability with video and sound systems to kind of make some of the dual meets a little bit more exciting and put some little different twists on the meets, and at the same time I think with our championship meet we'll kind of be able to do some of that same stuff. So I think we get good support. We obviously, the more people out there the better, and we hope people come out to cheer us on. But I think our meets are probably a little bit more exciting at the NAT than typically being at other places, just because of the history of the facility.